Well, greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back once again, or for the very first time, to the Farts and Crap Show, where today, as per usual, it's your host Danjo here with part 53, Pokemon Emerald Randomized Nuzlocke. Hope you guys are all doing well, despite the upbeat music. It is indeed a scary time. Continuing from last time, which was a monster of a video, ended up being an hour long. Because I got on a rant about my Pokemon Day predictions and whatnot, and it lasted longer than I expected. So yeah, sorry about that. But I know some people are really into the longer videos, so if that's you, glad I could help. But yeah, on today's video, I got a different rant. Thing that I started talking about in the last episode. I just didn't have time for two different rants. Hell, I didn't even have time for the one rant, because I was also trying to make progress, and I did make progress. We got done with the seafloor cavern, and yeah, torrential weather is in effect, so we gotta go to Sootopolis. But today's rant, which I will get to here in a bit, I don't want to take away from the gravitas of the situation, because we got a cutscene, not very common in retro Pokemon games, but it happens. Damn, it looks good. It looks good. You know, it doesn't happen super often, but damn, I like it when it does. They're just gonna be using tackle on each other, I guess, over and over again. So yeah, all the NPCs around here, they're just gonna be spouting nonsense about how they're scared and blah 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 blah. Stuff happens. Although for Sootopolis, I think it would be really bad, because they are in a cup, basically. Let's just talk to him. How about that? Hey, Kyogre, Groudon. Kyogre, what's wrong? Look over here, it's a red orb. Calm down, Kyogre. It's no good. It's not responding at all. Groudon, please. Stop what you're doing. I know the extent of your power now. If you keep going, all Hoenn, not just Sootopolis, will be utterly ruined. Holding back a sneeze. Okay, and I need to talk to Steven, I guess, right? He's gonna be like, Cave of Origin is nearby, come with me. It's Pokemon fighting. Groudon, Kyogre. Two super ancient Pokemon were awakened from a long sleep. Now they are smashing, giggity, paws, each other with their uncontrollable energy. Hanako, you being here now, I take to mean that you're prepared to become involved in this crisis. Well then, there's someone that I'd like you to meet. Come with me, please. Yeah, is this gonna be a long walk? Long enough to talk about things? Anyway, the rant is about... Damn it. Alright. Listen, Hanako. Does seeing Groudon and Kyogre make you think Pokemon are to be feared? But that's not true. Pokemon are really more. Why am I asking you this? You already know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so my rant is about current gen / next gen, whatever. Yeah, I'll just say PS5. Fighting games, right? Now, it's not exclusive to PS5, right? Like, Xbox has like a similar kind of situation with like the Series X. Okay, here we are. Inside you'll find someone named Wallace. I think you have what's needed to help him. Cool. I'm in the Cave of Origin. So I briefly brought this up in the last episode, and this is a new area. If there are wild Pokemon in here, I can catch. I'm just gonna run back and forth a little bit while I talk about some stuff. There we go. What do we get? Grumpig, that's not great, not bad. I already have a Psychic type. Grumpig is not my favorite. Zerpy, you want to handle this for the most part? Also, Zerpy is going to get Hypnosis, right? I think. Alright, so he's in the yellow, not bad. I kind of wish Lapras still had Sing, honestly. I guess I could hit him with, what, Confusion? I mean, I could try that one more time, but then... He hasn't hit me with a Psychic type attack yet, so I'm starting to wonder if he has a Psychic type attack. Anyway, the thing with fighting games, right? Because, like, yes, Street Fighter 6 looks dope. Tekken 8 looks dope. And in the previous generation, we had a lot of different options for, like, fight sticks and fight pads and whatnot. Like Hori is a big player in that kind of market space with their various fight sticks and fight pads and stuff like that. But a lot of other companies have also, you know, thrown their hats in the ring in the past. Yeah, Grumpig's stats are not good. I mean, not great, not terrible, but anyway. Gen 3 in Pokemon Emerald at level 30, he would have Magic Coat, Confuse Ray, Psych Up, and Psybeam. Okay. Right. And he gets Psychic at 37? That's not bad. And he gets Bounce at 55? That's weird. Anyways. And so yeah, I'm talking about controllers. Yes, this is another controller rant from your boy Danjo here. I know. I've done this before several times. So anyway, I'm not the biggest... what's a good way to put this? I'm not huge into fight pads and sticks and stuff like that. Fight pads? Kind of. Because a lot of retro controllers that I use might be considered by some fight pads. I'm just gonna do Confusion one more time, hopefully it doesn't crit. Or confuse them, actually. I just remembered that's a possibility. Okay, that's fine. Anyway. So the new games look great, right? I don't think they're gonna be cross-generational. They might be, just to ensure they hit like a large audience. Like, are they going to be coming to the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One? I don't think so. I don't know if that's been confirmed or not, but especially on the PS5, with how they approached this generation, and controllers and whatnot, like, you can still use PS4 controllers on PS5 if you're playing PS4 games. If you're playing PS5 games, you need to be using a PS5 controller. Like, so either the DualSense or one of the very few officially licensed options. Like, the Scuff one, I think, is officially licensed. But it's basically a modified DualSense. And then the DualSense Edge, obviously, the Pro Controller. But not a lot of people like the DualSense. Now, there is one officially licensed option that I know of for fighting games for the PS5. And that is the Hori Fighting Commander Octa, I think is what it's called. And the Fighting Commander Octa is a PS5 controller. Also works on PS4. However, it has one analog stick, so you can't really use it for a lot of games. Because, of course, you need 2 analog sticks for most modern video games on PS5. Now, they also have the PS5 Fighting Stick Alpha, which is officially licensed. However, that is another deluxe option at $200. So, and I don't think Scuff controllers are sold on Amazon? Oh, excuse me. Razer also has a PS5 controller. It is a Pro controller at $250. And PDP's Victrix Pro BFG is also a Pro controller option at $180. I don't know if that's discounted. I thought it was a $200 controller. Anyway, expensive is the point. And I don't think the PDP Victrix is officially licensed, or is it? No, it is. Okay. And the DualSense Edge is also about $200. And Nacon, I don't believe, has a PS5 controller yet. They have their Revolution Unlimited Pro, which is PS4, so it won't work on PS5 games. They have their wired compact controllers, asymmetric. I forget what it's called. I own one and I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, they don't have the DualSense Edge on here either. So yeah, the only real option right now that is affordable and also for fighting games would be the Hori PS5 Fighting Commander Octa at $60. And it's got a much better D-pad. It's just made for fighting games. But that being said, can't be used for most games, which sucks. Now, let's get past this screen. Stores power and black pearls on its forehead when it uses psychic power to perform the odd dance step. Style of dancing becomes hugely popular overseas. Okay. Yeah, I have to give it a nickname. Let's call it, whoops. Pigverd. Yeah, of course, if you want to get a new DualSense, it's going to run you about 70 to 80 bucks. And I don't think we even have any other officially licensed controllers yet. But yeah, it's basically a $70 controller. Which, yeah, kind of blows. Which is why... Because I like controllers. Honestly, I really like my gaming controllers a lot. And, I like having options to play games, right? Like, in an ideal situation, an ideal scenario, if, like, every controller would just work on every system. You know, if I want to use my Wii U gamepad to play my PS5, that should be an option, you know? Not necessarily should, because that's a Nintendo controller running, you know, a Sony product, whatever, competitors, all that. I get that, you know? But this is where my other point comes in. I love controller adapters. Like, I like opening options. I like having a lot more options because of a little device that just lets me use so many different things on different things. It is kind of the best. Because honestly, I own a good amount of controllers that I don't like, but I have to use them on certain platforms if I want to play certain games. And, oh, the wireless is upgraded. Okay, interesting. It's kind of cool. The thing is, there aren't really controller adapters for PS5 yet. There are a few for PS4 that will work on a PS5, but not for PS5 games. That's the difference. And it's kind of a really dumb... It's kind of a really dumb business practice, in my book, just to put it bluntly. To have... one thing. You can use the DDR dance pad. Oh my goodness. That's what I mean. Stupid options like that. You know? Like, it has... You can use a DJ Hero controller. You can use the turntable on this adapter. Dude, I might have to get this adapter. But again, it's the broke Wingman XE2. I have the regular XE. I use it on my PS5 whenever I can. If I'm playing PS4 games on my PS5, you can bet I am using the Wingman XE. Okay? Like every time. Because one, the DualSense has terrible battery life. Like absolutely awful battery life. And I don't like... It's part of the reason I don't like wireless controllers. The only time I like wireless controllers is when the battery actually can last for a solid couple of days. Even constantly being used for like at least a day. You know, I will plug in the controller at the end of the day if I have to. But like my 8BitDo SN30 Pro Plus, that has like a 20-something hour battery life. And for sure. Yeah, I know if I sit down to play something, pick up that controller, I do not have to charge it until I'm done. Even if I'm doing like a super long stream, doesn't matter. That thing can last a full 24 hours of use. Like, it's not gonna be an issue at all. Scuff made a PS3 controller? Huh. And like, by the way, this is not sponsored or anything, this is just me like geeking out about some stuff that I care about. And here's the thing. This adapter, right? Already out the gate, day one, has compatibility with over 100 controllers. And 8BitDo's on the list, great. The Pro 2 controller, the SN30 Pro USB. I have one of those, I'm using that right now actually. The 02 Bluetooth gamepad? Isn't that the really tiny one? But it works with the Pro 2, that's great. I have the Pro 2 wired controller, I don't know if that's like different. Switch Pro controller, obviously. Oh, PDP is not on the list. No. Okay, other? You can use the Wii U Pro controller. Oh man. Well, that's like the big one for me. Because most of the time I'm using either 8BitDo or a PDP or a Hori controller. Most of the time PDP and Hori, or PDP and 8BitDo, especially lately. But yeah, it's one of those things that I like having options. I really do. And that's what it comes down to. But anyway, got a Grumpig. I'm gonna add it to the list. This is what, Cave of Origin? Yeah. So the thing is, if I wanted to get into Tekken 8, right, which is a very real possibility, or Street Fighter 6, I'd have to look into the games, but I'm not gonna get both because I need to like focus on one, especially with fighting games, because like my main one was Smash ever since Melee, and then with Smash Ultimate, definitely haven't played as much in a while, partially because I don't have a decent GameCube controller right now that is accessible, and I have to fix up a couple of my GameCube style controllers, but still, I need a controller I'm comfortable with, preferably with a decent D-pad, and I don't want to have to just buy a new controller that is only for one game. Because I already have, like, too many controllers. I do. Like, that's the only way to put it. And I would just rather get a decent adapter, and so I don't have to continually get controllers. Just over time, I don't like doing that. Because, like, when I got my PS5s come with the DualSense, right? I got mine in a bundle, because, like, I got it before they were, like, super readily available. They're still not super readily available, but you look around, you can find stock pretty easily without, like, hunting and hoping for, like, weeks upon weeks, like it used to be, or months even. Cave of Origin. Grumpig. There we go. So I had to get a bundle. I had to get on a wait list. Had to show up like 2 hours before the place opened. And yeah, that's how it was. And I had to get a second DualSense. I didn't want to, because it was like $70 for that controller. But at the same time, it's I still don't have a good counter for this guy. I don't. I guess Crush. But now that I've had my PS5 for a couple months, I'm kind of glad I got a second DualSense. They both have analog drift, which sucks. It's not like super noticeable in most games, but if you're playing a game that allows you to turn off the analog dead zones on your controller, it's noticeable. That's basically only happened with Returnal. Some games handle that differently, like even, I think with Cyberpunk, you can control the dead zones on the analog sticks, but it doesn't, it doesn't go all the way down. Like, you can't set it to literal 0. I think same in Horizon Forbidden West, which I just remembered is getting DLC in like 2 months. Holy crap. I'm so excited for that. Hopefully around the same time Elden Ring is getting DLC, that'd be sick. But we don't know when that's happening yet. At least I don't when I'm recording this, but the Elden Ring anniversary is coming up. It's about a year old now, and I'm kind of expecting them to say something about future content updates, and they are hard at work at it, as people have basically found out by checking on Steam. I don't know how they do it, honestly, but like on Steam, I guess you can, anyway, they can, there's a way, I guess how they, like, I'm probably not even explaining this right, but there's a way to check when the game gets updated or when the files are being altered by the developer, something, I don't know. Anyway, data miners and stuff like that, all that jazz. Hanako, yeah. So I'm just gonna talk over this guy because he's gonna, yeah, the Wrecking Havoc, Super Ancient. I'll just paraphrase. Yeah, Rayquaza, yeah, he can settle there, blah, blah, blah. Yep. Do you know where Rayquaza is? The Sky Pillar. Yeah, it's the Sky Pillar. Yep, head to the Sky Pillar. Okay, we're gonna go there. So already, the fact that the SN30 Pro USB is on the list, cool, great. Wait, did I get off topic again? Did I stop talking about that? Oh, Elden Ring, right? DLC for things. That was a side note initially. Man, Voltorb would have been cool. Fuck. If this thing uses explosion or some shit on me, I am so dead. unless I switch to Oniwan and then use Shadow Punch and shit. He's not gonna have Magnitude, right? I should have probably checked. Oh, he's got Rollout? Okay. I don't have a ground type in my party? I don't have a ground type. Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't like the way this is looking. I guess Crush is the beefiest one I have. I mean, he's water type, but only the first one would hurt, and he's not gonna start off, yeah, he's not going to. Yeah, I'm not water anymore, homie, because you chose to do Sonic Boom like a dumbass. I'm gonna heal just in case he explodes, because he might. And if he does, I can probably tank the hit, but it's Crush. You son of a bitch. Oh, thank you. Thank you! Because Voltorb doesn't, it still goes off of his attack stat and he doesn't have a very high one. If it was a Claydol, different story entirely, or Electrode. I'm gonna go to the Sky Pillar. Steven, do you care? Okay, alright. Because I guess I gotta go... Have I been to the Sky Pillar yet? I don't think so, right? To check the catch list. It's kind of by Pacific Log, I think. It's like on the way over here? Is that real? Why do I not remember where it is? I want to say it's to the east of Pacific Log. Sounds right. Anyway, where was I in that rant? Having different controller options. Because oh, that was an interjection, right? Because I was talking about how we're getting Horizon Forbidden... Oh, dead zones! Analog stick dead zones, right. Yeah, so with Returnal you can actually turn them off. So on PS5, it's actually a good metric. It's a good way to tell if you have analog stick drift or not with that game specifically. Because for whatever reason, whether it's confidence or blah blah blah, as far as I know, on the PS5 you can't do the same kind of controller test that you can on the Nintendo Switch, where you can test the buttons, you can test the analog sticks. Every console going forward should have that, honestly, in my opinion. Because A, it's helpful, and B, it's just really helpful. Like, that's probably why people made more of a big deal about it with the Switch and like the Joy-Con drift than like the DualSense, even though they're both $70 controllers. Joy-Con's technically cheaper because you can get individual Joy-Cons and just one Joy-Con is its own controller, so kinda technically looking at it that way, they're $35 controllers. Still, you do need a pair to form one controller. Like if you want all the inputs. But is it up here? I think it is up here, right? Yeah? Sky Pillar, dope. So this is a new location for me, I think. I don't know if there's wild Pokemon here or not. Oh, I could actually look that up. Sky Pillar Hoenn. Let's see, generations 5 and 6? No, just Gen 3 and Gen 6. Okay. Gen 3, first floor. Walking around, there are, wow, a staggering amount of, oh, wait, no, Emerald. There are 4 different possibilities. Third floor, there are the same 4 possibilities. The 5th floor, there are 5. The same 4, but also one other one. And then, of course, you have your static Pokemon of Rayquaza at level 70. Holy shit. Which I don't think you have to fight. Would be kind of cool if I actually had that Master Ball. Still. I mean, he's Dragon and Flying, but it's not going to be Rayquaza. It's going to be a random Legendary. But anyway. It's, So yeah, controller adapters. I want one for the PS5 that actually can work with PS5 games. Because yeah, I'm not buying another DualSense. And I don't think 8BitDo is gonna make one. Mayflash might. No, it's compatible with the PS5 controller. It's not compatible for PS5. That's a different thing entirely. And honestly, I'd rather, if I was to get an adapter that did claim to work on for PS5 games, I would go with probably from a brand that I know makes decent adapters, like Brook or Mayflash or 8BitDo. Like, those are kind of the only 3. And whoever made the Titan, I guess. I don't know who made that one specifically. But yeah, I just don't think there are any options right now. Console use DualSense on PC. Nope. One hand, there's a response. Oh, and the other thing too, for like on Xbox, right? They have the options for people with limited mobility. And they have like officially licensed options for that. Because honestly, the standard controller design doesn't work for all people. It just doesn't. So... What? What? Wait, I might have found something. PS5 games with PS4 controller? Right, PS4 specialty controller? Speciality controller? You're supposed to know anything else more. DualSense purchases. I'm glad I'm not the only one who hates that fucking DualSense. My hands hurt when I use that shit more than 20 minutes. Well, I can play the whole day with the DualShock 4. Yeah, pretty much. PS being wirelessly, if a remote play thing works pretty well. Yeah, not doing remote play. I guess it's called the Cronus Zen? I leave views by, I'm sorry, I assume you've already been. Comments have you, I don't know. Same boat, checked out Battle Beavers for PS5 titles. Oh, Battle Beavers, I forgot about that. Work for you so far? Any issues? For nearly a year soon? Huh. So I guess the Cronus Zen actually works out pretty decently. Which... I don't know if that's one of the like really expensive options, because I remember, what is it called? The Titan 2 adapter? I remember the PS4 one was like stupid expensive at one point. Which I guess they don't have on Amazon. I mean, if it only works... Oh wait, is it only Bluetooth? The keyboard and mouse? Yeah, keyboard and mouse adapter converter. Huh. So I might look into this a bit more. In fact, when I say I might, it means I'm definitely going to. Currently unavailable. Great. So, Yeah. Some of the prices on here, I'm not gonna lie, are kind of nuts. So, because again, I've seen options before in the previous generation that were also stupid expensive. Like really, really stupid expensive. And honestly, I don't like it. I really don't. And it's certainly a thing that I want to be able to do. But when the adapter starts getting like just as expensive as like a specialty controller that has swappable things, like I think the DualSense Edge has swappable sticks, the actual entire unit, potentiometers and all. Controllers. Main controller. This is the old version that's for the PS4. Right? And this is on sale? Oh my goodness. Holy crap. Yeah, it's $150. All models of PS5, 4, and 3 are supported. Oh, it doesn't say that on the thing. But it does work on PS5 games? Which, I mean, cool? Okay, so the Cronus Zen is from the Cronus Max family of devices. I guess that's like... Okay. The thing is, it's like half 5-star reviews and like 20% 1-star reviews. Oh, terrible grammar. You have to attach your PC to the console while you play. What? What? Are you kidding me? And it doesn't work on Mac. Okay. That's fine. This is so dumb. so dumb. Okay. So it works, right? And granted, like, it's on sale right now, but it's $150, and you apparently have to have it connected to your computer while you're using it on the whatever system, PS5. You know, it does have a lot of compatibility. Cool, including keyboard and mouse, which, you know, there's other devices that can do that. Not on PS5 right now, but there are other devices that can do that. So that kind of sucks. Like, it's something I could do. I mean, I do usually have my PC when I'm playing PS5 because I'm usually streaming it or recording it. That's a possibility. It's not something I want to do, plus I kind of have most of my ports, like, occupied while I'm doing that. So I'd have to, like, no, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's just, that's part of the thing. Like, yeah, if it works, great. If it doesn't, like, I would rather get something that's modular, because, like, what is the DualSense Edge? How much is the DualSense Edge? Because they are available at a couple... Like, I don't like... I think it is 200, right? It's $200 for the Edge. Like, you can completely swap out the module, right? That's one thing I kind of remember seeing. That, like, hey, good news, in case you actually still do get analog drift. But the thing is, I don't like the DualSense. It doesn't even tell you what the price is. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. Yeah, its MSRP is $200, so that's dumb. So not necessarily that, but other options that I mentioned before that are also like that price. Like, if you're gonna spend $150 on a controller, you want it to damn well last, you know? Or at least be modular enough to where you could replace things that are broken, you know? It's just, if it breaks down, which is a possibility because it's a controller, duh, you don't want to be completely screwed. So either affordable controllers that have better durability, right? So you don't have to replace them. Like, that's one thing I love about my 8BitDo controllers. I've had very few issues that weren't, like, with the actual components. And for all my 8BitDo controllers, usually just taking it apart, cleaning it, and reassembling it fixes it. Like, the actual analog stick modules are good, the button modules are good, the membranes, the craftsmanship, it's good. And if it fails, who cares? It's, like, the one I'm holding right now, I've used a ton. It's the newer version of the SN30 Pro USB. I think I paid $25 for this. And it's still trucking. It still has one of my favorite D-pads. The buttons feel fan-freaking-tastic. And the latency is lower because it's wired. I like wired controllers. I like having options with wired controllers. I like having controller options, period, full stop, done. And here's the thing. With Brook, they make great adapters, really good adapters. With the Wingman 2, Wingman XE2, they will probably add PS5 compatibility, full compatibility in the future via firmware update, because I highly doubt they're gonna release another one like a couple years down the line. That's like, oh, by the way, this one works on PS5. When they're trying to simplify and have fewer like duplicate models out there, this new business approach that they're doing works a lot better, I think. It's a lot more consumer friendly because you don't have to buy a bunch of different adapters if you only play on a couple of platforms. It's like, oh, this works on the Switch. This one works on the PlayStation. This one works on Xbox. And that's it. You know, and you know, I hope it works better. And like the Wingman XE2, I thought was pretty much the same as the XE. Apparently there are differences both in compatibility and in actual hardware. Now that I know that, I'm much more inclined to get that, even though it doesn't work on PS5 only games right now. With how much I use my Wingman XE though, still, I'm all about it. It's basically like getting a second one, which I would have done months ago, but just getting an upgraded one. And like, we can use the one I'm using now on a different PlayStation. Like Jade has her PlayStation, and she could, you know, use that to use something aside from an officially licensed PS4 controller. Pretty much. Like, that one's, anyway, doesn't matter. I ranted too long already, again. Sorry, I won't do a rant on the next video. Or if I do, I'll cut myself off at a certain point and be like, okay, I'm done ranting. It's been 20 minutes, blah blah blah. Done with the rant. Rant over. Danjo is banned from ranting. No more ranting. Alright, thank you all for being here, guys. Greatly appreciate it. If you have tried a Cronus Zen, let me know in the comments. Greatly interested in that. Not interested in the fact that it's a $200 option, because I'm not paying that much for a controller or a controller adapter. Like, I'm not paying that much for an adapter because at that point I would rather get the nice controller that's modular. And so you are using one controller essentially for all kinds of shit. But anyway, I'm gonna look into some of the adapter stuff a little bit more in between episodes. I'll update you guys on the next episode. But before we get going, it is time once again for the PokeFact of the day, and today's is about Kingdra, the dragon Pokemon. And duh, he's also a water Pokemon, but the species is dragon Pokemon. You know, like in the anime when they would say, Pikachu, mouse Pokemon, you know. Or the electric mouse Pokemon, whatever. Anyway, this one comes from Pokemon Shield, where it says, scales shed by this Pokemon have such a splendiferous, I was gonna say splendiferous, which is also a word, splendiferous gleam to them that they've been given to royalty as gifts. Which I thought that is really cool, because Kingdra evolves via a dragon scale. You typically, when it was first introduced in Gold and Silver, you would have it hold a dragon scale and then trade it, I think, to evolve it. Which was cool because Horsey and Seadra were in the first game, and then in the sequel, they gave it a third form that was just baller as hell, honestly. But, yeah, it's gonna do it for now, guys. So, before we get going, a very special thank you going out to the current Farts and Crap Show members, which at the time of recording is Novelis Draconis, And that's it for now. But if you want to be awesome like Novelis Draconis and support the show a bit more directly and get in on all those membership benefits, check out the join button down below. Tier start at $3 a month. It's only 10 cents a day. Gets you into all the basic stuff, including getting to vote on the series that get made here on this channel. So if you guys want to have some influence as to what happens after Pokemon Emerald Randomized Nuzlocke is over, that is a way to do it. We also have a poll that is wrapping up pretty soon. I meant to mention this on the last episode, but it should still be going to determine the series that will replace Grandia 3. So, if you guys want to get in on that, that is over there. And that's going to do it for this one. So, until next time, guys, take care and have yourselves a beautiful day.